Syracuse men's soccer has had a lot of roster turnover since last season, with both freshmen and transfers playing huge roles on the pitch for the Orange. And one of those players is goalkeeper Lucas Daunhauer, who I have with me today. Lucas, thank you for being here. And tell me, you played at small school Kentucky Wesleyan. How'd you end up at Syracuse?
Yeah, I played there 3 years. I had some of the best times of my life. I loved that place so much. Very different experience as far as school and athletics goes, just because it's such a small school. And then I figured I was on track to graduate, so I wanted to kind of push my limits and see what I was capable of. So planned on playing as a graduate transfer, and the transfer process was a bit wild. I was committed to another school for a few months, and then things fell through for a handful of reasons. And then I ended up at the very last second committing to Syracuse. And so it was a pretty bumpy process, but I trusted in God's plan the whole way. And it was frustrating at times, but I couldn't be happier with how it played out.
Wow, and I gotta say, the Orange definitely happy to have you. Now, you've gotten a lot of minutes this season, but now you're once again back as the #2 keeper. So take me inside the mind of a backup keeper. What's that like?
Basically you're a part of the rest of the team on the bench. You know, you're supporting your teammates. You're helping communicate different things whenever need be. And one thing Russell and I do a lot is, you know, at halftime, before the game and after the game, and between overtimes, as that's tended to happen, you know, we talk to each other about what we see. We communicate things, and always just, you know, reinforce some positive thoughts in each other's heads, because that can always help. But we talk to each other a lot, you know, no matter which one of us has been playing after the games, the other one's been the first one out there to talk to them after, and, you know, put their arm around them during halftime or after the game. And so that's been real cool to see. You know, I do my best to support him during the games, and hopefully he hears me on the side. And same as when I was playing, you know, I always heard his voice on the sideline, you know, whether it was giving instruction or encouragement or whatever. So it's been really cool.
Yeah, you guys definitely seem to have a strong bond, and it's shown on the field. But the results haven't always shown on the field. So tell me, what do you guys have to do to get into the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, at this point, we've got to win games. You know, we've showed that we can compete with the very best teams in the country, and we showed that we're right there with them. But we want to be more than that. And so basically what we need to do is we need to win the next 2, 3, 4 games in a row. Just find a way to get results. So we got to stay, you know, in sync, stay positive, no matter what faces us, because we've got some tough opponents ahead. But just from a goalkeeping perspective, just lots of focus and training throughout the week, and lots of communication leading up to the game.
Now, that was Syracuse goalkeeper Lucas Daunhauer. Thank you to both Lucas and the Syracuse men's soccer program for their time. For Citrus TV, I'm Danny Tao.